So here she is in all her glory. Isn't it beautiful? Such a beautiful van. No, just kidding. Actually found this on Marketplace. It was at a tow company. They had towed it in. It had been sitting there for, oh gosh, I don't know, a couple years, and they finally wanted to get rid of it. So I came and looked at it because of what's inside. Got a nice truck mount, just got a few thousand hours on it. Of course, I've been doing some work on it. That's why it looks like it's taken apart. But got the truck mount. It's got a reel. And of course, I've got everything else to go with it right behind me here in my trailer. You can't see it. But yeah, I want to go from using a trailer all the time to a van. It's just a lot more convenient, and it's easier to get in and out of driveways and in neighborhoods and apartment complexes. So that's what I want to show you. So let's take a look. Now, you experts in the field will say, well, that's just a Boxer 318. It's not any good. But I can assure you, this thing will do fine for what I need it for. I've got a really big, heavy-duty machine in my trailer for the tough jobs, but for the average carpet cleaning job, this will be great. So I'm going to pull this out of here, clean it up. I've already been working on it. I got the engine running, the carburetor, as you can imagine. I don't know if you can see it, but the carb in the Vanguard, it was just shot, so I bought a new carburetor instead of trying to clean it out. And I got this bad boy running, so it's doing great. All right, it's been some time since I made the previous shot. But as you can see, I've got this thing loose. It's no longer bolted to the van, and I slid it out a little bit, but then I started to realize, well, where am I going to put it until I have a chance to get it in the van? So I left it in here. I'm using this old van as temporary storage, so it'll stay out of the rain and you know, keep it out of the elements. I also got the reel loose. I'm going to use it in the newer van that I've got, mainly because it's got a motor on it. I think that's pretty cool. My current reel does not have a motor. Not that it's the end of the world, but I thought I'd try this one out. Seems like it might be kind of fun to be able to push a button and let it reel up my hoses. On the waste tank, the spout that came out had rusted through, so I took it off and I'm currently rebuilding it. I think I'm going to use the original square plate and then maybe try to hook some PVC fittings so that it will hook into the vacuum, the blower, the vacuum motor. You can see here where it connects. And I've got a hose that goes between the two, and I think it'll work. But I'm going to use the plate and use some PVC fittings that I had previously bought for a pressure washing rig that I was trying to put together. And then hook the hose to it. So I think it'll work fine. But part of my problem with all of this is I need to pull this out. I need to get the tank out of there. The tank is bolted down as well. I don't know if you can see from here, but it kind of takes two people to do this, or one person and a pair of vice grips. I have to use my vice grips and then crawl up under the van to get the bolts loose, and they're pretty nasty. This van at one point had some sort of oil leak. So it's a lot of fun, and especially last time I went to take the bolts out. As I got out of the back of the van, I was working on the reel and saw a nice little black snake go crawling up under the van. And I figured at that point it was time for me to stop working on the van for the day. So it was just a black snake, but I don't do snakes. I don't like any kind of snake, and I don't want to go down there and lay down next to it. So I'll bring you guys back when I do something else with this. Hopefully I'll have this out, maybe put it on a pallet, so that I can get the waste tank out, get it cleaned up, and then put it in the new van first, and then the truck mount. You guys have a great day, and like and subscribe, and I hope that this is some information that will be helpful, because I do know that there's not a lot out there for us carpet cleaners. So I'm actually making this to help out somebody else who might need to benefit from this. Y'all take care. This is the van it's going in. It's an 01 Ford Econoline, and it is just the half ton, I guess, not 3/4 ton. I know some of you say, well, it's not heavy duty enough, but I've actually had a truck mount in a half ton van before, and it did fine. And it was a much larger machine than the Boxer I'm putting in here. But I bought this, actually a friend had it for sale, didn't even know they had a van, but I saw it on Marketplace. Come to find out they were friends of mine. I looked it over. It's only got like 100,000, I think it's 110,000 miles on it. I thought that was in great shape considering its age, so I scooped it up. Of course, I got the lettering put on it. It is an older van, but it's in great shape. Let me open it up, I'll show you. It was used by a person that owned a picture frame company, and I guess they used these pegboards with the Velcro strips, I don't know, maybe to hold the picture frames when they were out on delivery. But you can see, I mean, the roof of it looks great. I mean, there's no rust or anything. There is on the top, on the very top of the roof, but the ceiling still looks great. There's some surface rust on the top of the roof, and I've taken care of it the best I could. But obviously these will come out. I just haven't had a chance to take them out. And I've been using this a lot for deliveries. I do VCT, so you can see I've still got some of the stuff in the van from the last job. So, yep, here's the cab. See the seats got a little crack in them or split, but nothing bad. And of course the passenger seats are always in much better shape. Looks just fine. But I love it. I love the Ford van. I love Chevy and Ford, but I like the way this one rides and sits. I'm glad to have this old beast. So soon it will have all of my truck mount equipment in it, my carpet cleaning stuff, and I'll be able to get out there and I'll be able to just back into somebody's driveway without worrying about a trailer. The trailer has been good, but it's been a pain in the butt.